What's happening, Wisdom Warriors? Back at it for another video. So, I decided to come to the water and film once again. I haven't posted the other video that I was planning on posting yet because I just felt like I had another message to come through. And I wanted to give you guys a little view of what I'm looking at. And after I film this, I plan to, you know, walk around and sit by the water. Let me just flip this camera around, show you all what I'm kind of, look at that beauty. You know, it's gorgeous. Um, and it's nice to sit over there by those trees and just reflect and just, just be, man. Just be still and just enjoy the nature and the birds and just animal life in the water and the beautiful sun on our skin and all of that jazz. There's nothing like it. Nature is truly a blessing and truly amazing, and I'm truly grateful that I get the opportunity to even experience this. As I spoke about yesterday on the lunar eclipse video, we don't realize, man, until we exit the body, until we exit this physical world, on how magical and amazing it really truly is. We get so stuck on ourselves, and not to say that that's a bad thing, but we get so self-consumed that we forget how much beauty is around us, and we get so distracted and numbed out and to all these addictions and other people and individuals telling us we should do this and we should do that, versus like finding what we want from within, and what makes us happy, which is something I'm exploring right now. I'm having a little bit of self-discovery in a sense that I'm more and more stepping into who I truly am, my worth, my value, knowing that I bring a lot to the table, knowing that I have a lot of value and worth in just experience and the path that I've chose to walk. And that is, there's no amount of money that can even put a number on the amount of value and experience that I've had in my life and what I've had to go through, and physically, mentally, health wise. It's been not only for me, but for family members who I've experienced their journeys too. I'm very sensitive. I'm very, heart opened, and I speak my truth. I wake up and make sure that I am vulnerable, and I am, with of course a level of keeping your eye open, and because there is tests that the universe brings to us, and to see if we're going to get spun by this person, or we're going to let them take us for a ride, or there is tests in those ways because we need to be tested so that we can grow and evolve and learn from it, and then not make the same mistakes next time. you know it's all about learning and growing and evolving, and sharing our stories and sharing our experiences to help others. And when I say like self-love is one of the most powerful and amazing things that we can do for ourselves, it is. And I dropped a short earlier today, and I was kind of talking about how powerful and important self-love is, that we give ourselves, and in what ways self-love is important, be it giving us healthy foods to eat, or doing things for ourselves. And it's not selfish, by any means. A lot of people may consider you loving on yourself selfish, or taking the time to do things for yourself, like maybe get a massage or go in the garden and plant some vegetables, or spend some time alone at the water like I'm here. People tend to, the ones that don't give themselves self-love will think you're selfish and self-centered because you don't, because you're giving yourself more love than you give others. But when you give yourself more love, you're able to give others love back. You have to really like fill your own cup, because if you don't fill your own cup, how then can you give away to anybody else? And I learned that when I hit rock bottom in 2017 and then 2020 again. I had to pour into my own cup because I didn't have anything left to give. Oh man, I wish you guys could have just seen the butterfly. It's flying around my car, and it's a yellow and black one, or brown one, and I know that's my father. He as he said in the Akashic Records, he is right beside me. He's initiating these videos and this content and me bringing it to you all because he loves that I'm doing these podcasts, and the podcast channel, which I will be posting it in the description very, very soon. There's couple more little touches I have to make. We just dropped another recording. We laid another track like yesterday, and we're going to do another one potentially tomorrow. And it's all about spirituality, man. It's a spiritual, I don't want to disclose the title too much because then that will give it away. And then, like I said, there's a couple things that are left that we're working on with like a slider on the homepage so that you can see the podcast going by. Right now, we essentially have 7 podcasts on there, and the one we did yesterday was like over 2 hours. So you can break it up. You don't have to listen to it all at once, but it's just 2 dudes having a conversation. And you will love it if you love this content. But that goes way more deeper. And that goes much deeper in a way that you cannot, deeper in a way that stuff that we can't post on YouTube. And, it's stuff, it's content that you just can't say on YouTube, you know what I mean? So, we have to create other avenues to bring other content to the world. And so, I'll be announcing it pretty soon. Okay, so get ready, buckle up for that. Much more content. I mean, as if there's not enough content already. I mean, I posted almost over 200 something videos on here. So there's plenty of content, plenty of information, plenty of stuff you can listen to and grow from and evolve from. Because like I said, man, I hope that, my hope is that you're not just using it for entertainment and you just watch me to laugh, or you actually use it to grow and evolve, and don't waste your time just sitting and for no reason just because you're bored. Use it in a way that it helps you in your life and helps you grow. And like I said, there's a lot of happening on this channel. I'm going to be collaborating with someone next week. We've been kind of trying to work that out, the times, because we're in different countries. And, we're going to bring a huge dynamic because our age range is different. Our experiences are different. And I haven't really fully announced yet because we haven't recorded a show yet, which we plan to do next week. And then that will be coming soon. I don't know if there'll be a series on it. I hope so. We'll see what happens. We'll see how everybody responds to it. And we'll go from there, man. And the more and more I can find people that want to collaborate and want to, join together and serve and help and share our experiences. You know, we're changing the planet. We're changing this earth, man. Little by little, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time. We're here to walk humanity home to themselves. You know, help the lost. You know, serve in a way that I take my experience and share it. You know, and I've been through a lot, and I've gone through a lot, and I've grown tremendously in the last 7 years, and I'm proud to say that I'm happy that where I have come. And, you know, it's a journey every day, man. I reflect back all the time, you know, on my past experiences and my past in general, to grow and to realize what I don't want, what I want, who I want to be around, what makes me happy, what doesn't. You know, and I spoke about what the Akashic Records talked about going with the feeling. That is so important going forward, for not only your life to go on the right path, and so that you don't have a lot of trials and tribulations, but not only for that reason, but why would you not want to go with the feeling? Like, if you want to date this person and it doesn't feel right, then you don't date them. You move on. If you want to move to a certain place, or you want to live somewhere else, or you don't want to hang out with these people and you don't feel right about it, don't do it. Don't do it just for acceptance and love. Like, you're then not giving yourself self-love, because you're doing things out of acceptance and love, and not out of because you want it deep down. Like, you want deep down to hang out with those people, you know, or you don't. And it starts with a feeling. And when you start going with the feeling, you're in alignment with divine, with God, with source, with the universe. And that's when the magic starts happening. That's when the doors open. That's when people start coming in. That's when you start meeting like-minded individuals. That's when you start opening your heart. That's when you meet the soulmate. That's when, you know, you find the place you want to live. That's all of that happens through a feeling. And a lot of us ignore it. And a lot of us pretend like you don't feel anything because you're numbing out on junk food, or you're numbing out on gaming or porn or sex, or, you know, all of that. And it's all a part of addictions and avoidances and numbing and not wanting to feel those feelings. Like, there's something deeper in the fact that you don't like that job and you don't want to be there. There's something deeper, and that you're staying there even though you have this feeling in your body that's telling you, hey man, this fucking shit ain't right. Like, I should not be at this job. I should be somewhere else. Like, there's a reason that's happening. Yet we ignore it. Yet we remember, oh, well, it pays good. Oh, well, why am I going to leave here? I got a steady job. I have a steady paycheck every week. Like, gone are those days, man. We're in lunar eclipse Scorpio and Libra and Capricorn, and we're moving out of Taurus and all this stuff. And the Scorpio energy is like secretive and secrets, let me say, and sexual stuff, and wild. I mean, I have Scorpio in my blood. I was told that. So, you know, I resonate with Cancer, but then I also resonate with Scorpio. And I know we have all the signs. Everyone does, but there's some that we have more than others, and some are emphasized more than others. And but I know I have Scorpio blood, and I've dated Scorpios, and I know how they are. That's for sure. They're definitely wild, and you know, it's a wild energy, but adventurous. You know, a lot of different things like that. And you know, I love me some Scorpio, and a lot of other signs too. I'm not going to disinclude any other signs. You know, it's like whatever you feel good. It's not even about the sign. It's about, do you feel right with this individual? Do you feel not right? Do you feel good with these friends or family members or job or manager? And if you don't feel right, then it's time to walk away. And I'm not telling you to do anything. That's your choice. I'm speaking from my experiences, and I'm telling you that that's something to look at. That's something to look in the mirror about, Because if you're staying somewhere, you're staying around certain people, or you're doing certain things and it doesn't feel right to you, the universe is going to step in. And that's what this Scorpio moving into is about. Bringing those secrets up, us looking in the mirror. And if you don't want to, and you want to avoid that, the universe will make that crumble. It will crumble. I've had it happen. I've been through it. I talked about it on the video yesterday. And I'm telling you right now, stop resisting. Throw up your hands and surrender. Let go. Because it's only a matter of time. And I'm not putting you in fear. That's not my intention whatsoever. My intention is for us to learn and grow on this channel together. My intention is to share from my experiences everything. Because little by little, the channel's going to grow in different ways, and I'm going to start vlogging and traveling and vlogging and doing different things, and bringing people on and collaborating and talking more deeply about my life and my experiences, going much deeper, as I deepen my experiences with the Akashic Records. I'm having a blast doing Akashic Record readings and going into other people's records and them going into mine. It's such a journey, and it's so badass. And not only that, I'm meeting people all around the world that I get to engage with, and we have these deep conversations and like-minded individuals, and I love it. And these communities are getting built, and that's what my hope is for this channel, to bring people together, for us to meet each other, for us to commune together, talk, maybe have a better understanding of what a dark night of the soul is, or a Kundalini awakening, or ego death, or all these different things. So we could knowledge is power. And if we empower ourselves because we know, then we're prepared more to handle these things, and awareness is key, man. Like, thank God for my awareness. Thank God that in 2020 I realized I hit a wall. I hit burnout, and thank God I caught it when I did. And that goes for a lot of different things, that I've experienced with my health. Thankfully, I had that awareness, and I caught it when I did, and that's so important to build upon that, and to focus on your breath, because the breath is a secret gift that we all have on this planet. It really is a secret, and it will help you through so many things in life. And if you can breathe through, like do breath work and breathe through these traumas and emotional experiences and ground yourself and come to peace and balance through the breath, it is so freaking powerful. There's nothing like it. And I enjoy breath work every single day, and I'm working on completing my teacher training, another certification. Not to say that I'm gonna use it in a way of making money. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I'm certainly trying to share these experiences to the world, and these gifts we have to the world, and to everyone. And I love you all so much, man. I come on here every single day sharing my heart, being vulnerable, being authentic, being transparent, and showing everyone that we can be this way, that we don't have to hide these emotions, that we don't have to be fake, that we don't have to be non-authentic, that we can be our real self. And when you're your real self, you will attract the real people. When you show up fake and you pretend and put on all these different masks and have 20 different identities, how can you keep up with all that bullshit? I tried. You will eventually burn out. You can't be, and that's going into the Aquarius age. We can't be fake anymore. You can't show up on a date and fake it and pretend to like that person, or pretend to, care for them or want to continue. And it shows. It shows in family dynamics. It shows in relationships. It shows in partnerships. Whatever the hell the case may be, it shows. And I know for me, I can't be fake. I never could. I never will. I never was able to. Anybody that saw me, if I had a problem with you or we had a disagreement or whatever, it showed. It showed on the outer part of me. And that's typical anyways, because like whatever you're dealing with inside shows out on the outside, you know. And a lot of these health challenges we go through are internal based, and they end up becoming a physical situation because you're not paying attention, you're not listening, and you're not changing something about you that you have to change, whether it be letting go of somebody, letting go of family members, people, relationships, jobs, where you live, whatever the case may be. We hold on so tight, and we essentially it has to show up in the body physically, because you don't listen and you're resistant. I'm not saying you personally, I'm just giving generalized. Like for my dad, before he passed, it started showing up physically in his eyes, and his eyes were bulging and stuff like that. He still wasn't listening. He still didn't change. He didn't want to change. The Akashic Records gave him 3 months if he didn't change. He didn't change, and he passed away. And his birthday's this month, and I've been going through a lot emotionally. When we did that reading the other day, I really got emotional. I was crying and she was crying, and I felt it. And it really, I really miss him. I really miss him. I hope that I could have had him on the show, on this channel, and interviewed him and had him on, and maybe we could have done series. And I really had plans for that. I really wanted him to bring his story to light. But he passed the torch to me. He laid the groundwork, and now it's my turn to take that torch and share his story, and keep his story alive, and help others through it. And I plan to do a lot more with that on the channel. You'll hear a lot of it on the podcast that I have with somebody else. Again, I'm open to collaborations, and just getting these messages out and sharing to the world from my experiences and what I've gone through, and the trials and tribulations and the struggles and the chaos. And I find my life leading to peace and balance. I feel that way. I feel the chains are breaking, and I'm entering freedom, and internally and externally. And it's a beautiful thing. It's taken me a long journey to get here, and there's still a journey to go. It never ends. It never ends. But I know I'm rambling a lot, and actually, I thought it was longer, but I could. I know the journey continues every day, and every day is about learning and growth, and paying attention to the body and speaking to the body, and and sharing these gifts that we've found that we have, like the dreaming, the vivid dreaming I've been getting. Like my father showed up, what was it, last night? No, yesterday morning, I think it was. I saw him like his younger days with the sideburns and everything. If you didn't see the video from yesterday, I was talking about it a little bit in there. It's just amazing, man. It's amazing, and it's beautiful. Butterflies are beautiful. Food, tasting food, just smelling the food, physical touch. And I'm going to talk about this so many times, because you tell me how much how much of a gift it is to have physical touch and romance with somebody you love. I've never fully had that experience. I hope to in my lifetime, in this lifetime. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I trust in God, and I trust in the divine that it will. And, but that is such a gift. Physical touch, getting a massage, we take these things for granted, man. We think that a phone or a camera is more amazing than our physical body, and being able to walk or put our feet in the water, or feel the sun on us, splashing in the water, and on a sunny day, like driving down the street with the windows down, their hair blowing in the wind. I mean, all these things we will not have when we transition out of the body. And there is such a long line of spirits waiting to come enter this earth. You have no idea the waiting list to come in. And so many people take it for granted, and so many people blow it off like it's nothing, and they don't want to be here anymore. And I've been there. I put my hand up. I raised my hand because I've been there. I was one of those people. But I've gotten to a point, and throughout these periods that I did have it, I still had gratitude. I still was mind blown about houses that are built and how that comes out of sand and dirt. And a car can be made, and all this stuff that, like, is freaking, when you wrap your head around it, it is freaking mind blowing. You know, and how we connect. And how, like, if you would have waited 5 minutes more, you may not have ran into that person that you ran into. But it's like so perfectly synced to the point where you end up leaving your house, you hit the store, and then boom, you run into somebody you knew. And it's like, what are the odds? But then if you would have not gone into that store, would you have run into them? But it was all meant to happen. There was a reason behind it. And everything is divinely planned, and everything is so synced so perfectly that you see that sign on somebody's shirt. It's like, it really, I've thought about this. I've had deep, deep thoughts since a little kid when I woke up at like 11 or 12. And I'm telling you right now, like, I've had these moments of just having deep thinking and deep thoughts. And, just, trying to figure out everything. And we can't with our mind and with the ego. We just can't, man. It's just not possible. We'll know the answers when we leave, when we transition the body. But please, if nothing else you got out of this video, don't take life for granted. And bring that inner child out. Have excitement. Do things that are fun and light you up and excite you, like jumping into a fountain, in the middle of a city, Who cares? Hopefully you don't get arrested, but who cares, Like, who cares what anybody else thinks? If somebody watches your video or you post a video, who cares what they think? Be all of you. Be yourself. You will attract the right people that are meant to come. And that's what I had to realize. I had to let go of how many subscribers, how many likes, how many comments. I had to let go of all of that. I had to realize that that's not what I'm focused on, but yet it was. And the more I focus on that, the more I'm pushing it away. The more I'm creating lack for myself, because the universe then thinks it's not enough. So just enjoy the beauty, enjoy the present moment. If you lose yourself, come back to the breath. Pay attention to your chest rising and falling. That is the best thing you can do. I love you all so much. I hope that you're going through this lunar eclipse in Scorpio smoothly, peacefully. Just try not to resist. Try to just go with the flow like a lazy river. Like you're on an inner tube, on the lazy river, letting the river take you up the river. And you will see how things will fall into place. Trust the unknown. Trust that there's a higher being, a higher power at play, because there is. We have very little control, trust me, but we tend to try to take control of everything to bring security into our life, when in actuality that's an illusion too. So, just take a breath, man. Take a freaking breath and breathe. Inhale, exhale, and repeat. If you're feeling chaotic or you're feeling stressful or you just don't know what's happening, take a breath, man. It grounds you. And trust that there's a higher power at play. Trust that there's someone up there gonna bring you to the right people that you need, the soulmate, the friend, the like-minded spiritual individuals. You're gonna get guided. You are being guided. You are protected. You are loved. Just keep saying that all to yourself. Love yourself. Love who you are. And take time for yourself. It's not selfish. It's not selfish at all. People pleasing is selfish. You seeking external acceptance and love is selfish for yourself. So I'm going to end it here. I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. I love you all so much. And I'm so grateful to have this channel and to come on here and be vulnerable and be authentic and be real and raw. And I want nothing more than us all to grow and evolve together and walk this journey with peace, ease, and grace. And know that we are protected and we are guided and we are loved. Not only by ourselves, but by the universe. And, you know, just take care of yourselves and each other. From my heart to yours, I love you all so much. I'm going to just flip the camera around, let you get a little glimpse of the lake again, and then I'm out. Check it out, guys. It's so beautiful. It goes from it goes, if you can see, way down there. It goes under the bridge. It goes from along. It goes around those bends. It goes way all the way around. I don't know how many miles. It's huge. There's birds and butterflies were flying around in front. There's a little baby bird right there if you can see it. But there's no butterflies flying in front of the camera right now, but there was. Would have loved to catch it, but it's all good. A blue and black one, if you saw videos way back, like sometime months ago, one landed on my foot, and I know it was my dad coming through. You know, I know it was him. But anyways, I love you all so much. And just take care of yourselves, man. Take care of yourselves and find the excitement in your life. Find what lights you up. Find it through feeling. Feel it in the body. If it feels good, go for it. If it doesn't, don't. Simple as that. Simple as that. It may sound, I know it sounds simple, but the more and more you do it, the more and more you will feel into the body. Lean into that. That's what they were telling me, my guides in the Akashic Records when we went in. Lean into the feeling. If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't, and you've been doing it for 5 years and it don't feel good anymore, then find something else to do. Find some other friends. Find some other people to hang out with. Find another relationship. End the relationship first, of course. But, feel into it. Feel it, man. That's the key. And enjoy the physical, man. I'm not saying to go have random sex with all these people, because when you do that, you're just giving energy away. You're transferring energy, and I strongly don't fully agree with that anymore. I really believe that you really got to get to know somebody and make sure they're right for you before you engage in romantic relations like sex and stuff like that, because you're actually transferring energy. I learned that on a deeper level on the spiritual path, and it's something that you really have to keep sacred, and not just randomly. If you do randomly do that stuff, that's on you. That's all you. I'm not judging you for it. I'm not criticizing you for it, because I've been down that road. But I can tell you right now, that's very sacred, and you're transferring energy. And, you want to be really cognizant of that, and who you're giving that energy to, and who they are, and who they're giving their energy to you. You know what I mean? So, but just find the excitement, find that inner child, go with the feeling. That's the best advice I can give you. I love you all so much. Take care of yourselves and each other's. From my heart to yours. Let's go, Wisdom Warriors. We got this.